My name is Mohemel. My name is Alfred. That's my Indian name. And then my white man name is Merlin Little Thunder. A long time ago, when we first grew up, we used to know our Indian names. We used to play with little kids, and we used to say, "What's your Indian name?" He said, "My Indian name's Haleosawas." "What's your Indian name?" "Maho." "What's your Indian name?" "My Lipida." And we used to go on and on. People rattle them out. But today, when you ask those little kids, "What's your Indian name?" they will say, "I don't know. My mom knows it." So, you know, this is all passing away. It's all passing away. I'm Southern Cheyenne. The first thing I want to say is that we have no more enemies. From tribe to tribe, there are no more enemies. We're all one people now. We're all one people. We have one common enemy. All of us. We have one common enemy as Indian people, and that's diabetes. That's our common enemy. It's the only enemy we really have as Indian people, because we're stronger together. We're stronger as one voice. So that's the way we see it. And that's why I'm up here talking. I want to pass these things on to these princesses. Pass them on. Pass them on. Our tribe, Cheyenne tribe, our crescent moon faces in like this, which means our information, our prayers stay with us. We're not supposed to go pass them out to nobody else. Northern Cheyennes, their moon faces out, so that they can pass everything on to people. But now, I want to pass everything on because people are forgetting it. It's being lost. I want to pass it on. These princesses right here started out as society sisters. That's how they started out. They were sisters, and they went way, 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 way back to this girl. Her name was Impossible Bag. She lived with her grandmother. She didn't know who her mother and father was. She didn't know who her brother and sisters was. And then she told her grandmother, "I want to go find my brothers. I want to go find my brothers." Her grandma said, "Okay, yeah, you can go find them." So she started making clothes for her brothers. She made leggings and shirts. She made bows and arrows. She made them. She made 7 of them, all different sizes, stair-stepping like this. And she told her grandmother, "Make me something I can pack it on my back. I'm going to go find my brothers." So she went off to find her brothers, and she found them. She found them, and she gave them their various clothes. But the story is a long, long story, and it says that this little girl, she saved her brothers, her and the youngest brother. She saved them. She saved them from a double road teeth buffalo bull, because that buffalo used to eat humans. They used to eat humans at one time. She saved them. She saved them by instructing them to go to the cottonwood tree, and that cottonwood tree grew way, 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 way up to the sky. And then on the top right there, those brothers fled. They went into the sky and they formed the Big Dipper up there. And the dimmest star up there is that smallest boy, and the small dipper is the Possible Bag. It's the sister. She's the sister. So we look to our sisters as our society sisters. I belong to the Bowstring Society. Bowstring Society members. I'm a headsman. I'm a headsman. We have 4 societies. People always ask us, "How come you don't never write nothing down? Why don't you write your history down?" Because it's on our body. This right here is a bowstring. Right here goes from our leg up to our heart. This one here is elk scraper. Goes to our heart. Over here is dog soldiers. Comes to our heart. Over here, kit box. Right here. It's on our body. We form a man. That's why we don't never write nothing down. We already know. We already know because it's on our body. And you know, a long time ago, whenever they used to get ready to choose a society sister, they'd look for that little girl who used to be with her grandmother. She used to go to bed when her grandma went to bed, and she'd get up in the morning. When her grandma got up in the morning, she'd follow her grandma around. She'd say, "Grandma, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?" So, you know, they say these society sisters, just get up real early in the morning with the grandmother, because the grandmother used to get up real early in the morning and greet that morning star. She used to get up early in the morning and greet that morning star, and her granddaughter used to be right there. And they used to tell them, don't sleep till noon. Don't sleep till noon. Get up early in the morning. They told all of us that. I was raised traditional, and what that means is that I was raised by my grandmother. My grandmother raised me, and she raised me, when she raised me, my brother, and she taught us everything. She taught us that you have to be able to be around people. You got to know how to be around people. You can't just be any old way. You got to know how to treat people. You got to know how to be out there among people. Don't wait for nobody to do nothing for you. You better learn how to do it and go do it. Don't be wait to told. You go do it. So she taught us. She taught us growing up. That's what that means when I say I was raised traditional. I was raised by my grandmother. Anyway, these societies used to look for these little girls who used to follow their grandmother around, and they used to go over there and they used to tell her grandmother, we want her for our sister. And that's all they would say. They would leave, go back to their lodge. And then two brothers would come out, two society members would come out and escort that little girl to their teepee, and she would sit in there. And to them, that was their possible bag. That was their possible bag. That was their magic. Because this little girl was pure. And everybody knows that purity is strength. It's strength. So, that was their strength. You are our strength. You princess, society sisters, you are our strength. You help us. You help us just by being here. Just by sitting there, you're our strength. You help us. So as time went on, society sisters wanted to go to powwows. So the brothers said, okay, yeah, we'll take you to powwows. Because the brothers looked after the sisters. They looked after everything. They never went hungry. They never went without water. They never went without firewood. The brothers looked after the sisters. They made sure they had everything. Them and their families were really, really cared for, really carefully. So when the society sister wanted to go to the powwow, they said, okay, we'll take you. So the brothers packed up the mother and father and grandma, and took them to the powwow, pitched their tent, set up their shade, they done everything. And when they went to sit at the arena, they sat at the back. And they sat on a big high stack of Pendleton blankets. They set their sister on them, and they all sat around her. And they would all ask her, sister, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Do you need anything? Are you cold? They take real special care of that sister. And then people started looking over there, and they say, hey, how come that little girl's getting all that treatment? How come she's getting special treatment? And they didn't know what to say. So finally they said, what shall we tell them? I don't know. We don't want to expose our ways to those white people. What shall we tell them? So they said, I know. Let's call them princesses. Let's call them. She's a princess. Okay. So that's where, in our tribe, that's where princesses came from. They were originally society sisters. They were real special girls. And those society sisters used to go out to our camp circle. And they used to go to all the camps, and they say, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Do you need anything? All the way around. You go greet everybody. So that's your job. You're supposed to go greet people. You're supposed to say, welcome to our festival. Welcome. You're supposed to greet people. Because those sisters were real outgoing, and they were real careful. And they cared about everybody and everything. That's why they were chosen. Because they had compassion. And they cared for everybody. So that's where our sisters came from in our tribe. So I'm passing it on to let you know where these sisters came from. They were society sisters. And then whenever you give something to people, you will say, Naha. That means I give it to you, so you can pass it on. Naha.